Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Sponsored by Ghostalware. And now, it's Dads, Lads and Kebabs.
Welcome to another evening episode of Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Mickey, how was your poo?
My poo was very nice, thank you. It came out really well. There was no issues, no constipation, no grapes, no blood. So we're all good, man.
Good consistency then.
Back to 5 a day, so I'm happy. Well, I'm not happy because my arse hurts, but yeah.
Is it just like tipping gravy out?
No, it's proper poo, but just a lot of it. I eat, it comes out. I eat, it comes out. You know, what can you do, eh? It's just, it is what it is, as they say.
My poos have come down. I was pooing like 4 or 5 times a day, and now I'm probably once, twice a day max. So this whole eating better is doing me some favours.
Yeah.
As such. Although look, I'm having a San Miguel now. I'm having a beer.
That's really nice.
So this is our thing now. This is me and the wife's thing.
You drink beer?
We don't know. I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's pretty much it. We drink beer. So we have a beer night. We have a beer with our dinner. We have like people have wine. We have a beer. Not every night. It's not every night, but some nights. So this is my dinner beer. So it's halfway through.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea. It's good to have traditions, rituals that you stick to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I quite like a beer. Like 2, I'm gone. I'm gone after 2. So they're like, so we have a beer, and we sit at the dinner table now together, and we have a chat, and we talk about beer, and talk about
phones off. Phones off.
Phones down. Yeah, phones down. We talk about random stuff like the day, what's going on. It's nice.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Why are you in my house?
why have you got your dick in my face?
Again?
That sort of shit. No, it's good. She's yeah, I'm filming. She's probably watching a dirty TV show. Why is it women like to watch a show? Like she's into all the sex shows, all the sex drama shows.
What, on Netflix? All them dirty ones.
All the dirty ones. All the dirty ones.
I don't know. It's I don't know if even if they're getting it, they're still not happy. They're like, oh, I need to lust after it. Like 50 Shades and 365 Days Later and all the bondage torture shows
she has a
on
friend,
Netflix.
Her and a friend literally watch these shows together and just literally message each other throughout. Did you see that bit? Did you see the dick? Did you see that? I'm like, fucking women are worse than men.
Of course they are.
They rate us on like different things. Men will go, she's got a nice house. Women will be like, he can give a good dick. Do you know what I mean? You fucking messed up. I'll tell you what, quick story, short story, long story short. So my missus, obviously, we are both, TikTok veterans by now, as we all are. And my missus comes in with the other day, and she's going, do you know that redhead that does OnlyFans? I'm like, okay. Yeah, the redhead that does OnlyFans. She's giving back and she's building a load of houses for people.
Oh, Rebecca Goodwin.
What did I do? I went, boom, straight. Rebecca Goodwin. My missus' face was like, the fuck? Because I was like, well, I don't follow her. I don't know. I started out, I said I'm familiar with her work. I'm not actually. But.
I've seen her on Twitter. People quite often retweet and like her stuff, so it comes up in your your timeline sort of thing. About the story where she's obviously started doing OnlyFans. She's raising money. She's bought her own house, and then she's buying houses for homeless people. Is that what she's doing?
I think it's like struggling people.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Very low income families. She's creating and building this network of houses, isn't she, all over the country that she's going to be renting out. I think that's a quality idea. She gets some money.
Flash the cash, get the cash.
Write that down.
Do the homes.
Exactly. Bit of everything for you.
If I could fucking do it, I would. Me and my missus have talked about it loads. Not setting up a joint thing.
Well, OnlyFans.
Just OnlyFans always pops up, right? It always pops up. Not in our conversations, but in everyone's conversations. Have you ever signed up to anyone's OnlyFans, Mickey?
Of course not. What? I know people that do it actually. I think you do as well. Someone we used to work with, I think she still does it from back in the day. Huh?
No, see, yeah, but that's the thing, though. I don't know. I think fair play.
How could you advertise it with your nan on Facebook and like, look at
right?
me, come and see my fanny. Hi, nan.
That is it, isn't it? It's the fact that
sorry.
Talked about is the fact that the only way you're going to get famous is if
you promote it, you advertise it, you pump it out.
You lose all your self-respect and be like, boom.
Exactly.
The problem is, like, the amount of people that you've got on socials are friends of friends, family of friends. So you got, you got like, you know, imagine you've got a woman and she's got her dad on Facebook and all her dad's work friends can see it. So guaranteed some of her dad's work friends are subscribed. You know, that's shit. Right, and you think, fuck, imagine going into work the next day and be like, oh, she's looking good, isn't she, mate? It's fucking stuff.
Free last night. You know.
Man, 3. I'm fucking 3. I ain't had 3 wanks since I was about fucking 25.
I remember when I had COVID originally and I was stuck in my bedroom for 10 days. I was fucking damaged. I needed a fucking splint on my knob and my arm didn't work. It was pushing like 4 or 5 a day. So, because I was Netflix wank, bit of work wank, video wank.
Literally nothing's coming out on the last one. Nothing, literally droplets.
You got to give it a while. Give it a while for each one, you know.
Just your dick literally calling you pathetic, like you fucking sad act.
What else can you do when you're on your own in your bedroom for 10 days? Fucking hell. You know.
I ain't got that stamina anymore. I haven't. Not 3 a day.
It's not as good anymore.
It's not as good. When wanking go out of fashion. Wanking's not as good anymore. It's not what it used to be.
It's better in the morning when you wake up. But hey,
mate,
a nice morning. Hello.
I am up. Espresso. That's me for the morning. Oh, I can't wait in the morning for my espresso.
But do you know why? Because you have a young daughter who is jumping on the bed probably. Daddy, make me breakfast. Go do all this shit. I got nobody doing that. So, come on, you know. Why not?
That's it, man. You're in the 40s now.
Living the life.
Living the life.
Life of Riley and a sore hand.
The Lonely Hand Club. Hey, so I got we got a message. And the message was, let me find it. So the message was about the podcast, and it was quite a nice message actually. And the message was, "Why did you start a podcast?" Which made me think, why did we start a podcast?
Well, this is your baby, sort of.
Yeah,
your idea.
I come to the idea. I can say the idea of everybody, but I had zero know-how, zero technical ability. If Sir Mickey said tomorrow, Niall, you need to start doing the podcast on your own tonight, I wouldn't know what to do. You'd be getting Instagram Live. It's probably the max you'd get from me.
Okay.
So when I think about it, and I was thinking about it for a while, and I was thinking, why do we start a podcast? Why do we start a podcast? And I think for me, it was because I listened to a lot of podcasts. And when you listen to a lot of podcasts, most of the people on podcasts are friends, right? They're just...
Whoa, what the fuck? Jesus came down, took Niall back to bed. What the fuck? Come on.
I thought we had a special guest then.
So I'm thinking, oh, Niall's invisible. We'll swap him. Yeah, so they're friends.
So like, most people podcast are friends, or, you know, they're fellow, I don't know, comedians, actors, musicians. general influencers and all that. Just how loosely the word influencer gets used these days. And that was it for me. That was my answer. I was like, one, because it was COVID. Two, because in COVID, nobody had any friends. As much as you got friends, you're just on your own or with your family or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. But I was like, because when you get older, and especially as you get older, how many times a week do you just get to sit and talk shit with your friends? Literally talk shit about anything you want to talk about.
Unless you go down the pub with your mates, and I'm not that sort of person, then I don't really.
But even still, down the pub, the agenda's different, isn't it? The agenda's alcohol because you're down the pub, so the association comes. We're going to drink copious amounts, and then we can talk shit. Yeah. You know, you don't really know where the night's going to take you. But I'm talking general day-to-day shit, things you want to talk about. Your fucking, you know, your lack of sperm because you're wanking too much, or whether it be your fucking mental health or anything else that goes with it. Like, you don't really get to have those chats. So for me, the answer was, I think the reason for the podcast is the fact that, do you know what? It's actually just two blokes just having a chat and
talking shit.
Clearly, we get a lot of people that like to listen. So I think applause is to the listeners that clearly are in the same pictures. Actually, because that's when I listen to podcasts, I think I just envision that I'm mates with the two people that are doing the podcast, whether it be male or female. You're just listening, so it's good. It cheers me up.
Do you say you listen to podcasts? There's a couple of people I know that the female that started their own podcast. It's weird listening to women podcasts. The agenda is very much shopping, TV shows,
Dicks.
or dicks, you know, like relationships or whatever. Whereas I think men is just like random shit, stupid stuff they did when they were young, the stupid things they've done at work this week. You know what? Shit. Yeah, stupid shit, basically.
In my head, I've had this question brewing for a while, and in my head is if shit went south tomorrow, Judgment Day started coming, you know, you had to hit the hills.
Right.
What do you need? What are you taking with you?
What? You have to rucksack.
Full apocalypse mode. What are you having? Anything. It doesn't have to be what you've got. It could be what you need. What are you taking on full apocalypse mode?
Well, I want a gun for a start. Well, you know, fuck knows. I don't know. I've never held a gun in my life, so I wouldn't know.
Do you want a big one or like a little handgun? Or both?
One. I want a semi-automatic little machine gun that you can hold in one hand. You know, them little ones that they have in the films, like
like an Uzi.
Probably, if that's what they're called. Yeah, one of them little ones with lots of ammo. Bung that in and all. I need. What else do I need? I need my phone.
What vehicle? If you could have a vehicle, what would it be?
I would have a big like truck Jeep thing that's gonna have big fuck off wheels. That's gonna take a lot of battering if need be. You know, what sort of apocalypse are we talking? Are we talking zombies? Are we talking Putin or what? What are we talking?
I think if that apocalypse happens, we're done.
Oh yeah, we'll just stay at home. Fuck it.
You'll be having your fifth wank.
and it's just melting. My hand is melting from the radiation of the nuclear blast that was just hit London.
Then literally, you probably get to the end of your wank and Pornhub starts buffering because there's no signal. You'd be like, what the fuck? Because that's the thing, right? If everything goes down, right? How many people out there have got a stash? I'm talking a magazine stash. Blokes don't have magazine stashes anymore.
No, it's still in the cloud, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can't access it.
No, so it's gone forever. What do you do? I mean, what? I was thinking, fucking hell, if I died, I'd want to blow my phone up.
It's like, you ain't seen this shit. you ain't.
You know, there's nothing really on there, but it's just like, I don't know. Here you go, family. Look for all my pictures that I've taken over the years. Look at all my all the messages I send, you know,
It's pretty much,
and the
it's pretty
random
much
shit.
it's like your second brain, isn't it?
It's your internal conscience.
Yeah.
It's your conscience, basically.
But it's also your storage. It's now your wallet. It's your passport, plane tickets, train tickets. It's pretty much everything in the palm of your hand.
Your medical history, everything on there. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, fuck me, if this dies, fucking kill it. Just put it in a blender. Just fucking get it gone.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much open book for the old phone, but
There's no really safer hands to leave it. If in my will and testament, my phone goes to my brother, I'll be like, that's a pretty good shout. I mean, there's nothing on my phone. You know what I mean?
no, that's what I mean. Yeah, but
There's literally, there's I don't know, some asses, some tits.
and that's your own.
Well, not. The thing is, like my missus, she never deletes anything. So we've had this. She's like, because her phone, her photo library is connected to the TV, so it'll just go through. And she's like, God knows what's going to come on her. God knows
That's
what's
brave.
Gonna come on our I know. Well, I mean, she's like, God knows what's going to come on this TV one day. There's going to be dicks and everything. She'd be like, your parents will be here and there'll be a dick on the TV. And I'm like, I haven't got any of those pictures of old like girlfriends or fucking anything like that. I ain't got any of that. Like, when they were gone, they were gone.
Wait there. Are you telling me your wife has penis pictures from other men on her phone from past relationships? Is that what you're saying?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's fine by me. It's a previous dick, man. Who doesn't want to look at some? Well, I was going to say who doesn't want to look at some old dick, but I mean,
Depends how old it is.
Thing is, it's all up here with a bloke. A bloke remembers everything up here.
Oh yeah.
Like, problem is, I don't have any of that shit. Like, when I go back to my earliest photos, that you're talking like 2016, 17, when I was single. But then, I've never been the picture person. Like, for me, I've never wanted.
Fucking hell. All them photos you asked of me, Niall. Fucking hell. I wasted them sending you.
One time.
Fucking my feet gripping it was just amazing, you know.
Lockdown was lonely, man. But yeah, so for me, I never wanted pictures like from birds because for me it was.
No, you wanted videos.
Yeah,
they're better.
I wanted JPEGs.
Oh dear.
No, so yeah, for me that was never a thing because it was for me it was about the chase, and I don't know. There's nothing more unflattering going. You're gonna send us a picture of your tits then? Like, why?
To be fair, I don't think you normally have to ask. It's like you have a little chat back and forth and flirting and then it's like, oh, look at me. Oh,
Legs akimbo.
Yeah. It always starts off at the top, doesn't it? Or all you need to say is like, oh, you got any tattoos? Sort of thing. Let's have a look. And they said, depending on where the tattoos are, or any piercings, that's piercing, I'll chat like you could use. I used to I had my nipple pierced once, and then you could start talking about that maybe. So, oh yeah, I had my nipple pierced, and dog jumped up and ripped it out. Really painful.
Oh, does it look like?
No, but it's like a common thing. You could use that. You have to find the interest in the woman.
You just
like
give me your tips. You give me your tips to get pictures because no, it's not needed. It's not needed.
No, I'm just saying for anybody out there, find a common interest that's a bit risque, a bit naughty. A bit naughty. That's what you do.
The funny aspect would be to message my wife and just say, "Fancy send me a picture." Just a bit like the other room.
Shush your tits. What? No, your friend's weird.
Oh, should be I'm not sure how I should react, to be honest. How do we go from apocalypse to format? We went from apocalypse to this. Fucking hell. This is what I mean. It goes.
Sorry, Niall's wife. This is just funny talk. Banter. Bit of bants.
She's in the other room watching her TV show.
She's watching Dick on the telly. It's fine, don't worry.
She's literally watching Dick on the telly. So.
Woo!
I'm going from beer. I'm going from beer to water, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, the water's probably better for you, to be fair. Well, we know it is.
It's just the one. So we have the one. That is it. I don't go for a second. I'm not that brave.
Not that brave. You don't want to sleep in the bath.
Oh,
No.
although I will say, and I know what you're going to say, but it's getting to that time of year when it's getting warm. It's getting warm.
Yeah, it is.
I can't.
And the belly's getting bigger. So that ain't coming out anytime soon.
But this is the thing. I'm trying to get it smaller. We're on me and a wife. She's on a diet. I'm on a diet. We're not on a diet together, but we're helping each other along the way.
Right.
Obviously, you're the king of diets. People don't know this, but you are the king of diets. If you started dieting tomorrow, I guarantee by June, you'd have lost like 4 stone.
No, not in 2 months I wouldn't. To be honest, I did start keto again. When was it? Got to be March, early March. I think I've done it twice this year. I didn't keep it going. I lost about 3 kilo the first time, so about £6, about a stone, I'd say, in about 5-6 weeks, and then I lost like half a stone probably in another month. It's I don't know. It's difficult now because I'm always out and about now, more than I was before. Before I was more settled, so I knew what I was doing. I'd go work, come home, eat.
Eating out, or are you prepping?
So yeah, sometimes I eat out. I go out to cafes, like coffee shops, meals, go out for meals. You know, and it's so difficult. You can't say, "Oh, can you take that out of the sandwich?" Like you can't buy a sandwich and lick the inside out and give them back the bread. I mean, you know, they don't like that.
Oh mate, you ever licked a tuna sandwich out the middle?
No, but I have done a cheese and onion one. I remember buying one in London once, and I sat there outside in the park just licking the bread off the sauce off the bread and that, and it's like, and then putting the rest in the bin. And it's like, okay, who's a weirdo?
Bread doesn't bother me. I can go without bread for a long time.
Oh yeah, but tiger bread is the root of all evils.
Yeah, my missus loves tiger bread. She loves
tiger bread, lots of butter. Oh.
Yeah, but
crispy. Ah.
It's when you see it, when you see how much you put in, like you put in your body a day of all the stodgy shit, and you think, no wonder I'm on this toilet. I know my shits are so much. Apart from my coffee is like WD-40 in the morning. It just greases the sides, so then everything just starts. Everything's just
within 10 minutes. The first sip. Quite often, I don't even finish my coffee. I'll get like a quarter of the way through and think, right, it's this time, let's go.
Mate, I'll take my espresso. I'm walking to the bathroom door and I'm like, put it down, back out, done.
Oh yeah, because you're a posh Italian coffee drinker, aren't you?
No, so this is
little espresso, little bit.
You make it sound like it's I don't know. For me, an espresso is just
delicate.
It's just
quaint.
Yeah, it's
seductive.
Although I gave my daughter an ice latte. I made an ice latte over there, and I said, taste it. It's got ice in it. And she tasted it. The face was just. Like,
what age do you think it is that coffee turns nice?
I don't know. I was drinking coffee from like maybe 13.
I think mine was like 16. I first drunk coffee in my exams.
Love coffee. I've always loved coffee.
Oh yeah. Since then, I've drunk it ever since. Cup of tea. I had a cup of tea the other week actually. First time in probably 2 or 3 years.
How was it? Weird.
Dog shit, mate. And I used to love tea as well. And it's like, wow. Like, tea is shit. I hate tea.
Fucking tea shit.
But the only time I drink tea is if they have, like, percolated coffee, because I can't stand that. Like, out of the machine, they put it in the filter and it comes down, and they get the big glass jug, and they just put it, ugh. So bitter.
You don't like filter coffee?
Nah. I like creamy, soft, mild coffee.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like that, but I mean, I love filter coffee. I fucking love filter coffee because filter coffee, especially in America, filter coffee is everything. It's everywhere. Problem with me is I've had machines before. I've had machines, and I'll have 1 cup or 2 cups, and that's it. I'm throwing away like 3/4 of a pot of coffee.
Oh yeah, because you have to make so much at once. Yeah.
Wait there.
Yeah.
Wait there. Well,
Wait there.
do
He's
you,
gonna.
do you?
Oh, is he gonna freeze it? Imagine that. You could have coffee ice cubes, people. Oh, there you go. Make a coffee. Instant coffee in your house. Let it cool down. Put it in an ice cube tray. Put it in the fucking freezer. There you go. That's a game changer. Shut up.
So the other day,
All right.
because I'm glad we're talking about filter coffee, because I love filter, like espressos, yeah, iced coffees, yeah. Occasional Starbucks cinnamon latte, although now I'm trying not to drink them now because they're just fucking.
Blech.
That's my daily calories like gone.
I don't like Starbucks.
So I was like world's smallest filter coffee machine, and literally this thing come up and it was like a travel mug, but a bigger travel mug. It's like, still, I don't want some big metal travel. I don't like travel mugs. I really don't. Coffee just not the same.
It's because
I'd rather.
you drink it from metal. That's why.
Yeah.
Tastes
so
wrong.
like
Ceramic is better.
So I found TikTok. I'll talk about TikTok again in a sec. So I found this. This is the world's smallest filter coffee machine. You might have seen them on TikTok. So this is a filter coffee machine. Now what you do is you put your filter coffee in there, just scoops. It's got two little light things you put over your cup. So it rests on the cup and you just pour the hot water over it. And it simmers out.
I think we have had this conversation before because you took the piss out of me because I bought a travel coffee machine that had that exact same section in it. Do you remember? And you took the piss at me. Oh, where's your milk? You have to bring your milk because you can. Do you remember you grind it when I was taking it to the allotments in my little bag and you're taking the piss at me? That's the same bit that's inside it. That comes out of the one I have. And there's a cup at the bottom and the grinder at the top that you press and it's... Yeah. So, they're well good.
I was just thinking, I was like, look, I love filter coffee. I need something that I'm not going to throw loads away. 1 cup.
That's good. That's great, yeah.
1 man, 1 cup.
1 scoop of ground coffee. Yeah, put the water in it. Shh. Perfect. Job done, isn't it? Yeah.
So, if you're a coffee lover and you love filter coffee, but you don't want to spend, I don't know, 50 quid on a machine, but you like the freshness of fresh coffee, Amazon, $4.99.
Can you buy them separately? Oh, nice. Yeah.
Also, now we're talking about TikTok. Fuck's sake, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I've been buying mystery boxes off TikTok.
From who?
From something called the Discount Warehouse.
Okay.
I've been watching lives. I don't watch TikTok lives, but I found this warehouse in Birmingham, and basically they do mystery boxes. I'm talking like this big.
Yeah.
Massive. And it was 15 quid.
All right.
But it's full. Right, and I'll send you the link. They do like a live once a week, and they just basically, and it's all brand new stuff. So watch this live, fell into the trap, and I was like, fuck it, I'm buying one. Anyway, you could buy, you know, people buy pallets and stuff.
Yeah, Amazon
like
and that.
Yeah, no, they sell electrical pallets, fabrics pallets.
Yeah.
Sold pallets, sports.
All returns, aren't they?
Well, yeah.
In perfect nick.
But this is brand new stock. So
okay.
I got a mystery box. It must have been about, I don't know, 20 kilos, 20 kilograms. Heavy. Next day delivery, 15 quid. Me and my missus, we opened it together. Fucking hell, the contents is just random. So random. So we got a box of 50 packets of, do you know the blue weed rolling Rizzler?
Yeah.
You know,
the long one.
The long ones. We got a box of 50 of those.
10 million bits of paper in there.
Rizzler. We got we got this Lego set, like all branded stuff. So it was a Lego set. We must have been worth. So the Rizzler we calculated 20 odd quid.
Oh
The
wow!
This Lego book / Lego set where you can build all the stuff that's inside the book. That was valued at 40 quid. Then there was like a Disney book collection that was valued at like 50 quid. And then we got some games, like we got like, do you know, like Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah, that's quite good though.
We got another game, some What Do You Mean Teachers Edition. Just
Fucking
random
cookies around.
He's back. It's the last one of the day, I think. Yeah, it is. Just random shit. And then we got this, you know, we got this V-Fit thing, which was basically like, no, six pad it's called. Do you know the Cristiano Ronaldo?
I think he's put in his stomach. It goes, it vibrates. Yeah.
We got one of them. It's worth like 80 quid.
Oh, nice.
Plus, we got like some random stuff. Like we got a pair of work trousers, fucking shoeless shoelaces. You know, like bits for the ties. Fucking loads of random shit. But it was 15 quid, and it was just a laugh. So I ordered 3 more.
So what are you doing with these things that you're getting through? Are you going to flog them on eBay? Because you probably make your money back. Huh?
Probably just gonna do a car boot in summer.
Oh, okay.
For all of our world followers that follow us and listen to our podcast, a car boot is either a garage sale to you or
garage.
It's basically a bunch of people in
or yard sale.
Yard sale.
But that's on their front garden, isn't it? Yeah.
It's basically hundreds of people in the field with a table just selling all their old shit. The
paste table. They do your wallpapering.
I love a car boot. I don't care how much of a scumbag that smells to me. I know, you know, I think I'm up in the world, but
people make that like a professional job, don't they? You get professional car boot people.
I told you, didn't I, about when I moved and we did a car boot.
Yeah.
I made like 300 quid.
Yeah.
Fucking bossed off that. Made a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, they are good though. They have to fall in the trap though, because they sell random shit, don't they? Sometimes these people, and you think, oh, that's well good, and then you think, why did I buy it? When you get it home, you think, oh, that's a waste, or overpay.
I bought my first porno from a car boot.
Well, there's no age restriction. You can sell whatever to anybody.
Me and my brother, we bought a 80s retro porno Playboy House special. It's called some shit like it was video VHS, and the old man looked at us both and was like, "I'm passing it down to you."
Enjoy it, boys. Open your eyes to the world.
Could have been anything. It literally could have been anything on this video. But yeah, fuck me, man.
VHS porn. Wow.
Oh,
if you use it too much, you have to rewind. Waiting for it to rewind. Fucking hell. Those were the days.
Oh, God, when you have to wait for a video. Like, who's fucking watch this, man? I've got to wait 5 minutes now to fucking rewind.
Yeah. You just leave it, and then you put it back in the case, and then when you watch it next time, you think, fuck's sake! I've got to rewind it. I didn't rewind it. That was the amazing thing about DVDs, wasn't it? And CDs. You didn't have to rewind them. It was instantly ready again and again and again. It's awesome.
Do you remember pirate copies?
Yeah.
When pirate copies were a big thing in the little paper sleeve with the pieces of paper
yes.
in them.
Yeah. I used to buy them at work from the new films. You can see people filming at the cinema, and you get people stand up and walk out, and they walk back in, and it's oh fucking hell. But I don't mind. They used to be like £3 or something for brand new films.
Yeah, when you'd get really good copies, and you'd be like, "Fuck me, these are really good."
Yeah, they were good.
Ones.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid. Yeah, I remember I got Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on pirate a year before it even came out in cinema, but just after we all read the book, because it was right in school. So we all read the book.
Yeah.
Still got my book, by the way, first edition. So that's gonna be worth some money someday.
Nice.
But yeah, and the quality of it was fucking terrible. Like it was like a director's cut, and it was just fucking awful. But
when you got the sound out of sync, their mouths are moving and there's no sound, and then they'd be quiet and it's like I hate that. I hate stuff like that. That really frustrates me. I'd rather not watch it if it's out of sync. It's sound. It's
Do you remember recording stuff though on tapes? Like, so you'd record something on TV, like a film at Christmas,
yeah.
and be like, "Fucking nobody fucking touch the video player. It's recorded."
Yeah. Don't touch it. Yeah, don't go near it. Give me the remote. Yeah.
Because I had in my bedroom, I had a video TV combi, you know, the little one.
Yeah.
Video at
Yeah.
the bottom.
At the bottom. Yeah.
Mate, when I got that, that was it. I thought I was boss with the little aerial on the back. That was it. I was like, you just go to bed and fucking watch fucking Ground Force by myself.
I fucking loved Ground Force. I used to fucking love that. I had 7 or 8 cassette tapes, 4-hour cassette tapes, like videotapes of Ground Force taped off whatever channel it was on. I think it was like the home channel or whatever.
Well,
back in the day.
It was on ITV back in the day originally.
Originally, yeah. Then it got
Like,
sold, didn't it?
It was on just after Heartbeat.
Yeah.
For me, I was sent upstairs after Heartbeat. So 7:30 Heartbeat started, finished at 8. That was it, upstairs. So then, fuck me. Till 2 in the morning, I'm fucking watching shit on ITV.
Yeah, and sometimes you get like a film with a bit of booby in.
Oh,
You'd be like, yes!
Friday nights, Channel 5, etc.
I never watched that. I was always Eurotrash.
Eurotrash or Laid Bare.
Yeah, and I used to go and do lots of weird shit with naked people. That was my childhood. My teenage years. Yeah, before porn come out.
The 10-minute freeview on Sky.
Yeah, if your mum and dad had gone to bed and you were downstairs on the telly and you could record that. Yeah, I had loads of. No, I shouldn't say this. I used to have loads of them as well. And then I'd sit there when obviously no one was around, and yeah.
I think that's where blokes got so quick at wanking, because you might only catch like the last 3 minutes of a preview. Like, you know, if you come out too late and you hitting it at 10:05, you're like, fuck, I've got 5 minutes. Put it on.
Okay,
973.
Question for you: what's your quickest wank you've ever had? You believe anyway? What do you reckon?
I don't know, maybe like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It's like having a wank when you're hungover. You know, you're just depressed, but you're just going to do it anyway because it seems like something to do.
This whole episode's been about wanking. Sorry, people, but it's a natural thing. It's a way of life. It is a rightful passage for teenage boys and adult men, because they're not getting it from their wives, so they're gonna have to go to the toilet a lot.
I'm fine. I'm well fed. But yeah, but that's the thing. Wanking used to be slower when it used to be magazines, because
you have to turn the page,
and then I'd read the stories, the dirty stories.
Sometimes they were better than the fucking pictures. You could just imagine it in your head, can't you? It's like, wow. Like with a babysitter or the aunt or something, like the MILF aunt and stuff like that.
The more to the back you got the magazine, the stories would get weirder, and the birds would get uglier, and it'd be like,
yeah.
I'm Jill, and my husband's Bob. Bob's a lorry driver that works away 3 nights a week. Next door lives Keith. Keith come over one day. I'd be like, oh my god. Go on, Keith, you dirty bastard.
Give us some. Oh.
That's the thing, right? I don't think there's any blokes out there that are blokes that are just, their mind just stopped. Because I'm talking like 12, 13 was when the brain started getting ruined.
14, I think I was 14, yeah.
I was still trying to concentrate at school, still trying to be, you know, good at everything. But then your mind just gets infiltrated with the fact that boobs, bums, that was it. And then you grow up too fast, bud.
It's funny though, because you see these memes everywhere, don't you? If he's upset, show him your boobs. If he's angry, show him your boobs. If he's happy, show him your boobs. It solves all issues. You know, having a row with the missus, just gets her boobs out. There you go. Okay, you win. And it's so simple. If a man did that, got his knob out, she'd go, put that away. I don't want to see that shit. You know, it's true though, isn't it? That men are such simple creatures. Bit of boob or bit of bum. There you go. Oh, we're happy. Yay! You know, it's we are easily pleased, right, ladies.
Let's get off the wanking for the last 20 minutes of this show. Let's get off.
Oh, let's do it. Okay.
So you've been in Ireland, haven't you? You've been away.
I have been to Ireland. Yeah, another island trip with Mark, like 2021, the famous non-American trip, and we ended up in Ireland and Scotland. But yeah, Rich came with us. They've both been on this podcast before. So yeah, that was good. We actually I went down to London the night before we flew, because it was like a 4 a.m. flight again, stupid times. So we went down. We went to this restaurant near the Piccadilly line, and we had a nice meal out, and a couple of drinks and that. It was good. And then we went back because we had to get up fucking stupid time, because I slept on Mark's couch or his sofa or whatever country you're in, and I never really sleep that well on someone's sofa. You know, I'm one of these people that has to have their bed, my bed, or a bed that I'm used to sleeping in, like at work or whatever. But yeah, and it's just but yeah, the flight was all right. But
how long's the flight?
To Ireland, we flew from Heathrow to Dublin. 50 minutes, not even that. 40, something like that. 40 to 50 minutes. Yeah, we were. Luckily, we didn't have any delays going out. But you see, the thing is, we had 3 locations picked. So one of the locations was the biggest cemetery in Ireland, called Glasnevin, which I never knew about. Rich planned 2 of the places. And we went, there's 2 million bodies buried there. 2 million. And lots of famous Irish people that I'd never heard of. The famous Michael Collins is there. Like the revolutionary fighter in the First World War, whatever he was, Second World War, I don't know which one it was, can't remember now. But he's there. And the shrines, they had family plots that were like 50 grand just for the plots. And they'd have like 6 to 7, 8 bodies in there, families, you know. And then they would have 30-foot headstones that cost like 100 grand. And it's just like, obviously all the Irish families, some of them are however they make their money, you know. And it's just like, wow, they've got some serious coin out there. And they're massive. They are everywhere. There's like rows upon rows upon rows. It's like 2 miles by 2 miles of cemetery, and you can just walk it. And the tombs, they have like little houses for some of the burials, and it's like wow. And it's just like it's really busy as well, because you're walking around filming and that, and there's like cremations going on, burials going along, and you got people in like queuing up to get in. It's like, fucking hell, I didn't realize, I'd never heard of it before. And it's the biggest cemetery in Ireland. And it's just like, wow.
So did you stay there for the evening, or?
No, that was just a day visit. We were there 3-4 hours. But there was like the old entrance to this cemetery. I've forgotten what it's called now. There is a video. Mickey York, go watch it. On YouTube. There's an old entrance, and there was like an old pub. It must be 1100s, this pub. It's still in use, and you walk in and it's got the old saloon doors in, like, to separate half of the pub. They've got tables that are funny shaped and rotten because they are that old, and you can see where the not the mealworm, like the woodworm, and that's rotting in, and old fireplaces. Everything is wood, and and you get like proper service from the people behind the bar. Such friendly people, and it's very traditional, very old, and very famous. This pub is like connected to the cemetery, and
Nice.
yeah, I can't for the life of me think of what it's called.
This is not
But,
very informative, Mickey. Like, you're
well,
telling me about the place.
fuck you. I will find it for you then, you gopher.
Oh,
Right, let's
I
have a
think we
look
to do
then.
this.
I think so, yeah. So yeah, this place was absolutely amazing. It was ginormous, and to be fair, you could have stayed. We were there like 3-4 hours. You could have stayed there a lot longer because it was that big and that much to see. If you really went into detail and went round all of the areas, it's just like wow. You ever been to Ireland, Niall?
I have not been to the Emerald Isle. No,
Yeah,
no.
there's Michael Collins' grave.
Mickey Collins.
Yeah,
Very cool.
you know, I've got lots of pictures on my various socials.
Lord.
Look, there's a little grave there. There's actually like a little house for a child.
That's nice.
You know,
I wonder if we in this country you couldn't get anything like that. Not even for the cost. It's more the fact that I think at British graves they'll be like, no, it's not in keeping.
exactly
With
they
the,
wouldn't let you because of yeah, exactly, which I think is pathetic.
grave restrictions. I mean, do you want a burial? I think.
No.
Do
Oh,
you not?
see, I never ever wanted a burial. I was always cremation, but now there's so many different versions of how to be buried now. You can be put in a plant pod and turn
Yeah,
into
I want
a
that.
tree and all that.
I-
That's quite common, I think. I think my mum and dad are doing that, to be fair.
I want that because you're going back to the earth as it is. I think.
Exactly, and
especially in the fact that I'll still feel. I know it's fucking bullshit or whatever, but whether wherever I go after purgatory, I like the thought of that because you're somewhere. You're a tree, so people can visit you and be like, "This is Niall's tree."
yeah.
Till some kid sets fire to it or some shit like that. Or they chop it down to build new builds, although they can't, can they? Because it's a burial ground, so they can never build on it.
No, yeah, I suppose.
Although that's never stopped building firms before building burial grounds. I've got to say though, man, I can't watch TikTok anymore past sort of 10 o'clock.
There you go. That's the old pub. The
That
Grave
pub's
Diggers. It's the Grave Diggers, yeah.
Doesn't look that old. I was expecting some like the Ram Inn that looks 1100 years old.
It's really inside looks like it's been rotten for hundreds of years. But yeah,
that's just after last night's antics.
yeah.
That's nothing to do with the age.
But I think yeah, it's called the Grave Diggers, I believe, because when they were making the cemetery and they were digging, all the workers were there, and they would go into that pub and have their breakfast, lunch, and evening meal there. So basically, the workers, that was like their working pub. That's where they would go for their meals while they were on site.
You do know as well, it's like breakfast. What's for breakfast? Mince and bread. What's for lunch? Mince and bread. What's for dinner? Mince and bread. Fucking.
Is that
ale.
probably? Yeah, Guinness.
I can't. Yeah, I'm Guinness. Yeah, I can't. I'm not. I can't drink ale. Can't do it.
I don't like beer anyway, or anything lager. None of that shit.
You're a straight up Disaronno drinker.
I'm a Disaronno drinker when I drink it. I've had a bottle of Disaronno over there next to my bed for a year and a half. Not touched it.
I've still, I was saying to my brother got me a bottle of very expensive whiskey for my 21st, and it's still sealed. And I've realised that this year it's going to be 10 years old.
Ah,
It's never been opened. So
that's good.
When are you gonna crack that open? Also, I've got to invite him round, and I do.
Yeah.
Although, can you imagine what Niall's like after 2 whiskies?
He's probably asleep. He's on the floor upside down with his legs up his bum.
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much trying to find the old VHS tapes.
Yeah. Anyway, so obviously we went to that place over there, and then we headed back to Hellfire, scariest place I've ever been to. Yeah. What do you mean this time?
This time, was it as bad, or?
Oh, well, obviously we had Rich with us this time, and he's an expert in the occult and the black dark arts and all that stuff. So he did a ritual with pig's blood and all that stuff, like at Crispin's. Do you remember when Mark got that brick thrown at his face and the pigeon died for no reason and stones were being thrown and all that shit? That was crazy. Like, we spoke about that. Yeah, we did this ritual. But see, the thing is, because we were there on a Friday night, we flew out Friday morning at 6 o'clock and we flew back Saturday afternoon. So Friday night, sorry, at Hellfire, top of Dublin, looking out across all the lights of Dublin on the city. It's open to the public. So we were there, and there was this bloke when we got there, yeah? And all we could describe him as Mr. Bean. I didn't know anyone was in there. I was doing some day filming. I was walking around. I went up to the top, and I was talking and all that. Walked around the corner, and he's in one of the rooms. This bloke. I said, "Oh, you're all right, mate. Sorry." He's like, "Oh, just don't worry." I walked out and finished filming and that. I went back outside, and then Mark and Rich were doing their thing for their channel, and he didn't leave for about 4 hours. Everyone else had gone. It was getting dark. He would be there. He would walk out. Yeah, he would walk out of the club, the building, the abandoned building. He would walk out, walk round it, come back in, turn his torch on, pretend to talk to himself, go back in the room, come out again, go upstairs, come back downstairs. While we're trying, Rich wanted to murder him. He said, "If you don't fuck off soon, I'm going to kill him." And it was like, we kept calling him Mr. Bean because he was just like Bean. He was such a fucking... I feel sorry for him because he was up there. It was pitch black. There was just us three big blokes up there. We could have fucking murdered him in the woods and no one would have fucking known. So he was fucking brave for being there. You're talking 40 minutes to get to the road through a forest to get to this building, yeah?
Where do you think he went?
He disappeared eventually because I thought, no, fuck this. He's in there. He come out and I said, no, let's just take everything in there because all our stuff was there because we wanted to start filming and do all these bits and bobs, set equipment up. And he kept going in and out, the little fuck. And in the end, Rich was just shouting at him, like, "Fuck off, Bean." It was so fucking funny. But
was he really there though?
He was there, yeah. I know what you're thinking, yeah. He was scary. We felt a bit weird, like he could just take a machete out and fucking hack us up. But then again, I felt sorry for him a little bit because with obviously the job I do, I think he's like the local special needs, maybe. I'm not saying he was, but that's the only way I could think of it. Why would he be up there at that time doing nothing apart from turning his torch on and off and talking to himself? Now, fuck off. We'd have fucking killed him. No, we weren't the sort of people that look like you're going to suck his knob, you know. We ain't that sort of people. You know, we didn't look friendly and we could have fucking murdered him and fucking buried him in the ground up there. And no one would know. But that's what I'm saying. So for him to be up there and stay up there, I think it's a bit scary on his part, which shows that he maybe is not all there, unfortunately. But anyway,
he's very familiar with the place.
It could be that. It could be that, yeah. And he just wants to say hello. But he didn't talk to us. He just stayed away. We'd walk in one bit and he'd come out the other bit. And it's just like, he wouldn't come near us. It's very weird. And then we went in there, yeah, and we started filming and all that. And then we saw a light coming back. It's like, for fuck's sake. And then you look over and there's a little man in the corner with a torch down there. And then he came in the building when we were setting up at the top of the stairs. And you could see down at the entrance. And we just all fucking stared at him like that. Staring down at Bean. The torches on him. And then he went and didn't come back. And that was like 9 o'clock. He'd been there like 5 hours at that point. We were lost for words. He was very weird. Very weird.
Do many people go? There isn't just one Hellfire Club, though, is there?
There's Hellfire Club in Ireland where we were. There's the Hellfire Caves in High Wycombe, which is the underground one. This one is the top of the hill above ground. And then they believe that there's another one in another part of Ireland called Loftus Hall. It's like the three of them are linked with the devil and etc. Like devil worship. Basically, like people with lots of money, celebrities, go in there doing bad stuff, prostitution, cards, men's stuff. You know, like back in the day, do what they want to women, that sort of thing.
Fix up cars, that sort of shit. The thing is, do you not think all these cults, like Masons, for example, like Freemasons?
Yeah.
Do you not think that's just old blokes want to get out of their house for a little bit? Just fucking.
It seems that way, I think.
Masons have never been exposed.
They reckon that everybody in every industry at the top are Masons, don't they? They can control everything.
I mean, I've seen Masons get taxi drivers and shit. You know what I mean? They're not.
Oh, I don't really know much about it, to be fair.
Yeah, but then I don't know. It's one of the things, right? It's there, and it's still very active. I've been to a Masonic ball in Newcastle.
Well, amen.
Yeah, so that's a whole other lifetime. But I went to a Masonic ball. Turns out there was a lot of cocaine there. A lot of old blokes and a lot of cocaine.
Doesn't really sound like my type of night,
but
to be fair.
At that time, no, not for me either. Fucking hell. You're joking. Hypochondriac Sally over here, Googling symptoms of taking too much cocaine.
And a finger from an old man.
For me, I was just like, I was all intrigued about the handshake. I was like,
secret.
What's the handshake? What is it? What is it? Do you do a little tickle? Turns out that's not the one. Bloke called Terry asked me to the bathroom 3 times. It wasn't for the handshake. But yeah. Anyway, so before I really interrupted, so it was good. Was it any action? Not.
Yeah, not Mr. Bean's action. No, it was actually quite active. Yeah, we had lots of bangs and weird stuff coming through. I've not actually edited that video yet. That will be a while. I've got quite a few in the pipeline now. But that one will be good. We had a lot of responses, a lot of basically talking and replies straight away on Spirit Box and on Alice Box. Fucking, they were working together to answer each other's questions. Fucking crazy night. And I saw like a shadow of a hand coming out of the wall, and you could see it in the opening where you go out to like Dublin. So out of the wall into the moonlight. On the Alice Box, about a minute later, it said hand. And I just seen a hand, and then the next word, like another minute later, shadow hand. I saw a shadow hand just now in the same room, and it's like, what the fuck? So yeah, good night. It was really good. Yeah, and then and then the next morning before we left, on the way to the airport, we went to St. Meekin's church where they have crypts underground, and they have mummies from the Crusades down there. And we got to see them, and they got crypts of families with like rich families and everything.
Is that where all the coffins are stacked on top of each other?
Yeah. That's like family vaults, and you could go and look at them. Yeah, awesome, amazing. And we got the tour for free as well because we didn't have any Irish or euros on us. We only had card, then it took cash. There was no cash machine nearby, but sometimes the tour guide would take English money. But he goes, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Lovely man. All in the video. Video's out now. Go check it out. So yeah, it's a lovely man. And really nice. Yeah, then we flew home and we had a 4-hour delay at Heathrow. Going back to Heathrow from Dublin. Because the time we were supposed to leave Dublin, our aeroplane was still in Heathrow. Because the people at the airport were on strike. Like the drivers that go between the baggage people and the people that move, like they adjust the plane on them little wheels and little car to take it to the correct runway. They were all on strike, so we got back like 4 hours later than we should have been, which was a load of shit.
that happened to me. So we went to Tenerife last summer. Got to the airport for 7 o'clock. Flight was due to fly out at 9, and basically it was like, oh, delay. Okay, cool, it's delayed. And then longer delay, and was like, fucking hell, okay, delayed again, another couple of hours, fine.
Yeah.
And then we were like, right, well, we're just sat in an airport. It's dead now. It's near enough 10 o'clock.
Yeah, there's fucking no one there.
So we went to the lounge. Turns out the lounge in Tenerife is probably the best lounge I've ever been into. Literally, all really good drinks, all for free. They had a smoking area if you smoked. So you just basically got to smoke on the fucking runway. I don't smoke. But I got to vape, so that was good. And it was comfy. And I could charge my phone and shit. And then we was like, right, where's the plane? Like, you know, you can. That's the best thing about seeing where planes are now. Plane was still in Birmingham. I was like, you fucking serious? It's still in Birmingham. So we waited basically for that plane to fly to Tenerife, unload, refuel. By the time we got on the plane, it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and we got a refund. When we got a refund through, we got a refund, and the refund was probably about 30-40 quid off the entire holiday.
Oh,
so the compensation we got. So, I mean, little delay. I was fucking knackered trying to drive home. You ever drove after a long flight and just your body's not with it? I don't know how I fucking did the M25 trying to drive with fucking no sleep.
Yeah, well, I did the M4, the M25, the M1 coming home at like 11 o'clock at night. That night, I should have been doing it at 5 o'clock, not fucking 11 o'clock.
Fucking knackering, isn't it?
It's so disheartening when you start, delayed. 20-minute delay, that's not too bad. 1 hour, 2 hour. It's like, wow. You don't want to believe it. You look on your phone at the updates and it's like 4 hours. Well, that says it's ready in a minute. And then it's like, nah. And then that updates and you think, oh, fuck's sake. And there's, like you say, there's no one there, just like the people on that flight, and that's it. And it's like, wow, everyone's gone, man. But yeah,
well,
it's good.
On that final note, thank you for joining us for another interesting episode of Dads Lads Kebabs. Working quite a lot, and then a little bit of ghost stories to finish you off. What a good way to end the show.
Finish you off, I like that.
The moral of that story is go and see how many wanks you can have in one night, and what is your quickest wank.
Yes, time it.
Go and watch Mickey's videos on YouTube.
Yes, please.
Thanks for joining us. Deuces.
Bye.
The Dads, Lads and Kebabs podcast is available to listen and download on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Podbean and all other podcast platforms.